Hello everyone, welcome back to Heresy Tuning. It's the show about broken cars.
And even more broken dreams.
So today's lesson is going to be about, well, frankly, knowing when to take a break. Knowing when to walk away from your project before you make it worse. When it's starting to beat you, when you've put in a lot of hours on it, and the most mundane tasks are really starting to tax you. It's probably best to just walk away and come back to it with a clear head. Perfect example of that. In my hand, I'm holding, this is not a joke, this is over $300 worth of broken parts. $300 worth of broken parts that I managed to break. These are all spares. I broke the one on the car that I'm actually working on. I had some in my collection. That all didn't work out. They're all broken. They're all old. They're all cracked, dry rotted. They're all destroyed now. So the decision is now up to me. Do I spend $200 for another purge valve solenoid plus another $40 in hoses and fittings and things like that? Or do we find a more economical solution? Now, and I can't stress this enough, what I have done to fix this problem is not exactly street legal. So, especially where I live. So it's very important, and I'm not kidding. Meet me at camera 2. Camera 2, this is very important. Do not do this on a street car. Got me? Got me? Got me? Hi, Cam, you got that? Now, I'm speaking out of both sides of my mouth here because I have $650 tied up in this car behind me. Technically, I'm minus $150 after selling its catalytic converter. So I'm actually in the green on this car. But I am trying to keep cost at a minimum on this. I'm using all reused parts. I'm using used parts that I've had laying around for months, sometimes years. Again, I'm already going to incur further pollution on this car. I'm not helping. So this is what we're talking about. This is the Purge control solenoid valve, and I've broken 2 of them now, along with most of these fittings, connectors, hoses, tees, all kinds of stuff. These are all old, brittle, and they rot, crack, and then you gotta buy new ones. So what I've done to solve that is drilled and tapped both of these locations, Teflon taped, and fitted these as plugs, so that'll stop the vacuum from leaking out of the intake manifold. I'm going to allow the last line there to vent to atmosphere, and then I'm just simply going to delete the check engine light. It's beginning to look a lot like an engine. All right, boys, I finished deleting the purge solenoid valve. I had to redo this TGV motor because you have to put them in pre-tension. You have to put them in at 90 degrees and then turn them so that the butterfly valve is normally closed. I just copied the other side, so that looked correct to me. I was able to save my PCV system. This is from three different engines, this PCV system, but didn't have to spend any money on it. I have to redo one of the PCV hoses, but I have plenty of hose laying around to do that with. And that's about all that's worth reporting right now. It needs a turbo, and then it needs a car.